This is Brittany Wagner from Last Chance U, and you're watching Extra Point, Michigan's high school football show.
Champs Extra Point, powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Diversified Members Credit Union, proud to support Michigan youth sports because we believe in you.
Welcome everybody to Wayne State University, home of the 2017 Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic. It is week 1 of the high school football season, people. Welcome to season 4 of State Champs Extra Point. However, this is the first time we've taken this show statewide, so now everybody in the state of Michigan can see it on Fox Sports Detroit. Welcome to Extra Point. We are powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Tech. What's up, everybody? I'm Lauren Plant, and I want to welcome you to our newest co-host of the show. You State Champs fans certainly know Daniela Bruce. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Lauren. I am so excited to be here, and we've got an amazing show coming up for the first week. We've got games coming from this great event, and then we'll take you to Flint, Lansing, Grand Rapids, and even the UP. We've got at least 12 games.
That's right, and there could be even more because for the first time we are partnering with the MHSAA, and that means we're going to have highlights featuring the student broadcast program. So you're going to be able to see that and a whole lot more. Of course, we'll have the recruit report and a first ever Hungry Howie's Mr. Football report for the new season.
But first, we've got another event going on this weekend in Ann Arbor, and that is the Battle at the Big House. So that's where we're going to begin.
We kick off with Thursday's opener at the Big House, an East versus West showdown. Our 9th-ranked team in the state, the Rockford Rams, matching up with 6th-ranked Saline. Rockford coming off their 22nd straight postseason appearance. The junior Ian Rodriguez gets the rock down the sideline, 20-yard touchdown. Rams led 7-zip at the break. Saline hoping to down the Rams for the 3rd straight season in the 4th. Quarterback Cole Daniels, his pass picked off by Eli Haddad. Rockford sealed it late. Rockford has a Mr. Football candidate and Northwestern commit under center Jason Whitaker going deep, and check out Eli Haddad with the circus snag and a 55-yard scamper to the house. Rockford shuts out Saline in the Big House, 14-0 the final. Thursday's nightcap inside Michigan Stadium saw Western Wayne KLAA brouhaha. The Belleville Tigers taking on the Brighton Bulldogs. Two teams with the jury still out on how good they could be gave the fans a show. First half action, Belleville in black and driving. Tigers sport a freshman at QB, Christian DeReed. Throws it up, the junior D1 recruit Julian Barnett comes down with it. 16-yard touchdown, game tied at 14 at halftime. Brighton fresh off their 2nd straight KLAA West Division title. Senior Rudy Ramirez on the jet sweep. He works his way in for a 30-yard TD. Bulldogs up 28-16 in the 4th. But Belleville wasn't done. Following a kickoff return for a TD, down 28-22, under 30 seconds to go, Brighton fumbles. The senior Kamari Carey, he comes away with it, and how about this? 55 yards to his house. We were tied at 28. The extra point is all it takes for a Tigers victory. Bulldogs bit back with the block. We went into overtime tied at 28. Brighton kicked a field goal on their possession. Belleville with the ball back. First play, the junior Deion Selma in for the game winner. Belleville wins a thriller to open 2017, 34-31. To the west side of the state, Grand Rapids Christian welcoming in the Lansing area's DeWitt. GR Christian went 9-2 in 2016. Isaac Dykema on the QB keeper. 5-yard score. Eagles flew out of the gate with a 17-0 lead. 10-2 a year ago, DeWitt looking to retort. Blake Gatfield goes over the top to Noah Koenigsnecht. 30-yard pitch and catch. Panthers trailed 17-7 at intermission. Panthers kept momentum to start the third. Gatfield guns it again to Koenigsnecht. 55-yard touchdown. DeWitt only down by 3, 17-14. But Grand Rapids Christian found a way. Dykema delivering it deep. James Patrick has it. 53-yard score. The Eagles held off a late rally and hung on to win 38-30. We just got started here on Extra Point. Lots more highlights coming up.
Hey, I'm Sean Beligian, and it's time for the Lawrence Tech Football Coach of the Week. Our selection this week from Detroit King, Coach Tyrone Spencer.
Coach Spencer is in his second year as head coach and replaced his former boss and coach just a month before the 2016 campaign when Coach Dale Harvell passed away suddenly. So winning the D2 title in 2016 has a very special meaning.
It was dedicated to Coach, so to win it in that fashion it was just priceless, man. That's the way we wanted to end it.
Coach Spencer said last year was Coach Harvell's team. This year, well, it's his team. And he talks about what excites him about coaching this team.
You're not a player anymore. You're not doing any of that thing. So coaching is where it is, and just being with these kids, giving them a chance to be better. And that's what it's really about.
After back-to-back titles, the message is simple for Detroit King in 2017.
Just continue to get after it, work hard, get better, and continue to stress those things so that we won't end up on the other end of it.
Hi, I'm Jeff Duvendeck, head football coach at Lawrence Tech University. I'm here on the campus of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. High School to present LTU's Coach of the Week award to Tyrone Spencer.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
For more information on the Lawrence Tech football team, head on over to ltuathletics.com. I'm Sean Beligian for Extra Point.
Congratulations, Coach Spencer. One of the games we were really looking forward to was Walled Lake Western versus West Bloomfield. We've got those highlights coming up along with an update on our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. Stay with us.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Welcome back. We're here at the Davison Bird Nest.
Now let's get back to the highlights on Extra Point.
I'm Sean Beligian, and let's go to the action from Thursday at the Prep Kickoff Classic as we had two top 10 teams in our rankings squaring off. Number 5, West Bloomfield, going up against the 10th-ranked Warriors from Walled Lake Western. We picked things up in the first quarter, West Bloomfield driving, and it's the Ball State commit Bryce Beasley on the QB keeper from 4 yards out. Lakers up 7-0 after the first. Western would even the game up with under a minute to go in the half as junior Sam Johnson sneaks it in from the 1. It's a 7-7 game going into halftime. We go to 5 minutes left in the third with the Lakers down 13-7. It's Beasley once again from 3 yards out. West Bloomfield up 14-13 heading into the fourth. Late stages of the game now. Western driving for the winning score. It's Johnson taking it in himself. Gets it just over the line for the 4-yard score. And that would do it as Walled Lake Western goes on to beat West Bloomfield 19-14 the final. In the finale on Thursday, we had the Davison Cardinals from the Flint area going up against the Warriors from Southfield A&T. This was a classic. Pick things up in the first. Senior quarterback John Garby goes deep and connects with Matthew Gilbert. He goes in for the 72-yard touchdown. The Warriors lead 20-6 going into halftime. Jump now to a crazy fourth quarter with Davison trailing 34-26 with under 2 minutes to go. Junior quarterback Cannon Hall hits a wide-open Max Slezak for the 58-yard touchdown. They convert the 2 points, and we are going to overtime, tied at 34. Southfield gets the ball first in overtime, and it's senior Eric McCarn scoring from 10 yards out. They went for 2, they miss it, so the Warriors are up 40-34. Back come the Cardinals as the Mr. Football candidate Tariq Reed scores from 8 yards out. They miss the extra point, so we head into a second OT session, tied at 40. Jump now to the third overtime with Davison down 54-48. Hall on the play action. He hooks up with Garrett Goyette for the touchdown, and we are tied at 54. No matter what, you have to go for 2 in the third overtime, and they gave it to their main man, Tariq Reed. He gets in for the game winner. Wow, Davison beats Southfield A&T in 3 overtimes, 56-54, your final score. Let's go to the Upper Peninsula now and to Sam Ali.
Thanks, Sean. We begin with the defending 8-man state champs North Central as they hosted North Dickinson. First quarter, Hunter Riley drops back on 4th down inside the red zone, and he finds Lucas Dombrowski down the middle for the touchdown. Jets miss the 2-point conversion but go up 6-0. A little later in the first, it's Riley with a pitch to his right, and Trenton Schaff will go untouched 26 yards into the end zone for another Jets touchdown. 2-pointer is good, and it's 14-0 NC. More from the Jets as they go back to the air. It's Riley rolling to his right, sees a man open. Sean Gogolewski scores the touchdown, 20-0 North Central as the Jets go on to win this one in dominating fashion, 60-0. Let's go to Ishpeming now as the Hematites battled longtime rivals Iron Mountain. First quarter, no score. Jacob Tucker looking to his left, and he floats one towards Charlie Gerhard, who comes down with the ball. Gains a couple more yards until he is tackled near the 10-yard line. Big gain for the Mountaineers. Then, on the next play, Tucker takes the snap, rolls to his right, and he's got his eyes on the end zone. Running towards the edge, and he dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Extra point is good as they lead 7-0. But the Hematites would respond. It's Hunter Smith right up the middle, and he finds the end zone. Ishpeming would blow this game open in the second half as they get the win 34-7. For Extra Point, I'm Sam Ali.
Welcome inside the State Champs Network studio now as Tom Markowski of State Champs joins us here as the 10th anniversary of the Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race is underway at statechampsnetwork.com. Each week on the show, we're going to talk about a couple of the candidates. We'll focus on quarterbacks today. Let's start with Rockford's Jason Whitaker.
Well, I had a chance to see him this week. He's all what he's hyped up to be, 6'5", strong arm. But I think what's going to happen this year with Rockford, they like to run the ball, and their offensive line is really inexperienced. So I don't think he's going to put up big numbers, but as long as they keep winning, he'll be in the race.
So let's get back to Southeast Michigan. Let's talk about Dearborn Divine Child's Theo Day. A lot of hype.
Yeah, a lot of hype. We have him #1 in the preseason, and I guess you could give him the label of being the front runner in the Mr. Football race, but he's got to win. Divine Child plays a tough schedule this year. You know, if they'd only go 5-4, 6-3, he might lose some points there. But I look for Theo to have a big year. He's got all the tools.
All right, just go to statechampsnetwork.com, vote for any of our top 10 candidates, and we'll see who falls in and out over the next couple of weeks.
The Hungry Howie's Mr. Football Award is the only football award in the state where U.S. fans can vote. Log on to statechampsnetwork.com right now and cast your vote for your favorite candidate. Alan True has the Recruit Report, and we take a look into Lansing and Flint next.
so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
At Diversified Members Credit Union, we serve the entire state of Michigan. With over 30,000 fee-free ATMs, we're with you wherever you go. To buy that new car, to take that dream vacation, to build that living room you've always wanted. Find out why so many people are choosing to own their own money by switching to a credit union. Apply today and become a member of the official credit union of the Detroit Lions. Visit us or click on dmcu.com.
Hey, it's my student aid. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Wanna gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
This is Alan True from Scout.com with this week's State Champs Recruit Report, and we're here at the Detroit Prep Kickoff Classic. Lance Dixon of West Bloomfield quickly becoming one of the top 2019 recruits in the entire state of Michigan. He's got several offers. Purdue has offered, Temple has offered, but other big boys have shown interest. Michigan and Michigan State are both showing interest. I expect Lance to have a bevy of Power 5 offers before this season is over. Speaking of Power 5 offers, you have several guys on Oak Park's roster with Power 5 opportunities. Quarterback DeJuan Mathis was offered by Michigan State this summer, and although most favor him to end up being a Spartan, he camped with several SEC schools. Pittsburgh has offered him. He was one time committed to Iowa State, and several schools are still evaluating DeJuan during the season. And he's protected by possibly the state's best class of 2020 prospect, offensive lineman Justin Rogers. Justin picked up a number of big offers this summer, the biggest of which being Ohio State. We hear others like Michigan and Michigan State may jump in soon. For Alan True, this was this week's State Champs Recruit Report.
The Recruit Report, brought to you by Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MIStudentAid for more information.
I'm Jay Sarkar, back to the highlights in the Lansing area. New Fowlerville coach John Fletcher facing his old mentor Charlie Otlewski and Hazlitt. Hazlitt strikes quick. Hiram Tibbetts finding Ben Britton in the flat. Britton tiptoes down the sideline into the end zone for 6. After a quick defensive stop, it's Tibbetts again, this time hitting Jaden Thalen deep downfield, making a nice cutback and then turns on the Jets. Hazlitt taking a 30-14 lead. The Vikings pillaging would continue on offense. Tibbetts finding Diomar Coates over the middle, another touchdown. Fowlerville would not give up though. Hunter Garbachik, the Gladiators quarterback, connecting with Andrew McFadden on the deep corner route. This one would set up a touchdown for Fowlerville, but Hazlitt would continue to roll. Nate Magnuson taking the handoff here, cutting upfield, and Magnuson finding the end zone. Big win on the road to open the season for Hazlitt, 43-20 over Fowlerville. Williamston hosting Battle Creek Penfield in the Hornets home opener, and Williamston would get things going early. Jackson Pollock painting a pretty picture, keeping it himself, taking it up the middle, touchdown on the keeper. Then the Hornets making plays on D. Max Grace picking off that deflected pass. Penfield would find a response here. Jacob Herpin with the misdirection up the middle and in for the touchdown. That would cut Williamston's lead to 1, but Pollock and the Hornets would answer. He finds Frankie Toomey, who falls just short of the goal line. Williamston punches it in and doesn't look back. Hornets win big at home, 34-13. Now let's go to Ryan Slocum in mid-Michigan.
Thanks, Jay. We'll begin with a Metro League matchup between Flushing and Linden. The Eagles had it inside the 5 in the first, but George Walterhouse is picked off at the goal line by Aiden Harrison, and he's got views for the 6. A 100-yard interception return for the Raiders' first touchdown of the year. But the Eagles respond with a long TD of their own. Cade Dixon hits the corner. Harrison is right on his tail, but he's not going to get him. A 78-yard score gives Linden the lead. They were up 21-14 in the final minutes. Flushing with it. Kel Endicott is in trouble, but he somehow finds Tyler Morris for the touchdown. The two-pointer is good, and that gives the Raiders a 22-21 advantage. But the Eagles would march right back down the field, and Walter House finds Corbin Sines for the game-winning score. Linden takes it 27-22. On to the GAC, Lake Fenton at New Lothrop. The Blue Devils were down 14-0, but they come all the way back. Final minutes, Sean Trombley up the gut and in. The conversion is good, sending the game to overtime, tied at 22. The Hornets picked off the Devils in OT, so they had a chance to win it. Facing fourth down, Mason Ruddy bobbles it, but it's no problem. He finds the end zone to end it. New Lothrop wins 28-22. For Extra Point, I'm Ryan Slocum.
All right, time for a new segment here on Extra Point. We are partners now with the Michigan High School Athletic Association, and you probably know about this. There's a great program called the Student Broadcast Program. This is where your school has an opportunity to live stream games. Now, the MHSAA provides you with all the equipment you need. It's a great introduction into live television production, and if you want more information on it, go to MHSAA.com. Every week, we're going to highlight some of the best stuff we see out there on the Student Broadcast Program. So let's begin the MHSAA Student Broadcast Program highlights.
Low snap. Hewlett will look to pass. Had some edge rush. Now he evades pressure, but is brought down at the 5-yard line by Thomas Clayton and Connor Robinson. Smithingall will tuck and try and run this one. He evades a couple of tacklers. Now he's running around, and it'll be a safety as Logan Rydress comes up with the play in the backfield.
The original high school sports show is State Champs. Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. for highlights from girls volleyball, boys soccer, and much more. But don't worry, football fans, we're not done with this show yet. How did teams in the Detroit Catholic League do this weekend? Stay tuned. Extra Point will be right back.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
It's another fall Friday night, and your kids should be
playing high school football.
It's a fun game, and it's safer than ever.
It's safe because the rules, the coaching, and the equipment are better than ever before.
As a result, serious injuries are at an all-time low. Seriously.
And builds
strong schools, lifetime memories, and tomorrow's community leaders.
And it's mother approved.
It's a great game, and we want to teach it to your kids.
Now let's get back to the highlights on Extra Point.
I'm Mike Erlitis. Let's head back to Wayne State University with more action from the PKC. The Red Arrows of Lowell taking on Warren De La Salle Pilots. De La Salle striking first with the ground game. Senior Brendan Madigan with the 7-yard scamper. Pilots with a 6-0 lead early. The De La Salle lead wouldn't last for long. Lowell inside the 5 as QB David Cruz powers his way through on the keeper. Lowell would follow up with another TD, giving them a 15-6 lead after one. More from the Red Arrows in the second. Connor Duma takes the handoff in for 6 more. More of the same from the Red Arrows in the second half. Garrett Pratt goes up the gut, absorbing hits as he finds the end zone for another 6. That would do it for this one, as Lowell wins in dominating fashion, beating the Pilots of De La Salle 36-6 the final. We now head to a Catholic League matchup, the Warriors of Birmingham Brother Rice and U of D Jesuit. Rice opening the game strong, senior quarterback Mariano Valenti drops back and fires it to senior Reese Trahey for the 21-yard score. The Cubs fighting back from a 17-0 deficit, and they give it to Mr. Football candidate Elijah Collins to cut the Warriors' lead to 10. The second half would belong to Brother Rice. An impressive drive by the Warriors, capped off with a nice read and run by Valenti from 9 yards out. That would do it for this one. Brother Rice starts off the season with a W, topping U of D with a score of 26-7.
All right, so that's it for the show this week. Week 1 is in the books. I'll tell you what, you can always get the latest breaking football news and scores by checking out the State Champs scoreboard. It's the best radio show in the state. You can listen to it on 97.1 The Ticket, or you can catch it on stations across the state. Go to statechampsnetwork.com. There you'll get a list of everywhere that's airing it. But again, you can always watch it live on Facebook.
That's right. You've got to connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Our handle is StateChampsNet. We also post a lot of great podcasts.
So from the PKC, we are done, and we'll see you next week.
State Champs Extra Point, powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Diversified Members Credit Union, proud to support Michigan youth sports because we believe in you.